Thank you for attending the training on the newsletter portion of the website on how to access and use the newsletter template and also the newsletter library. Okay, from the home page you can access the newsletters right here with the newsletter tab. You can also access newsletters from the My Album. If you click on My Email, it will bring you to this tab up here that says New Email or Newsletter. When you click on the newsletter tab from the home page, it brings you to this exact same spot. So you click on newsletter, same spot, and you've got, so then you click on the green button in the upper left here for new email or newsletter. And this brings you to a page, and of course you can create an email and here and save it, but you also can do the same for your newsletter. Okay. So you can see you've got green tabs across the top here. You've got a spell check, you've got insert images from your photo album, you got the newsletter template and the newsletter library. So to create a newsletter, you're going to start with the newsletter template. And when you pull this template up, you've got a choice of having a one column header or a 2-column header, and then you can have up to 4 columns in your newsletter. Now, I want to point out that when you pick a column, the number of columns you want, if you want 4 columns, you do not, repeat, do not just click on column 4. If you do that, you're just going to have 1 column. In order to have 4 columns, you have to have a check in every single column, and then you would have a 4-column newsletter. In this case, we'll just create a 2-column newsletter, okay? And then I want to have a 2-column header also. I think that works way better. Okay, so now we want to put a color in our header. So we're going to just click in this color section here, and you've got your color palette. Now you can just click wherever you want in the color palette to create the color you want. I kind of like kind of a light bluish color for my header, so we'll just pick that. You do have this column here on the side where you could change that color if you want. Okay, so this gives you be able, the side here allows you to refine your color, and of course you can change your color just by clicking anywhere in that palette to get the look you want. Okay, so we've got that. Now I want to have one of my columns the exact same color as my header. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this color code, and I'm going to copy it, and I am going to just paste it right into this column here. And now I'm going to have those 2 columns the exact same color. Now for my 3rd color, I want to have something a little different. I'm just going to pick a green color here. So now you've got a blue header, a blue column, and a green column, and we're going to create the template. Okay, so now you've got the template, and we'll start with the header here, and what I'm going to do is I am going to insert a logo right here. So I'm going to click on my album here, and I'm going to click on my Business eTouch logo, and that is inserted right in. Now I could put a picture over here on this other side if I wanted, or whatever I want. What I'm going to do here, though, is I'm going to insert some text, okay? And we'll just type in newsletter. Now you could put December newsletter or January newsletter, whatever you want. You could put Montgomery Insurance newsletter. Obviously you can type in anything you want at all. Now we're going to change the size to start here, and I will like a big letter, so we're going to go with a size 48 print. And then I do want to change the font a little bit. I like this Arial black, so we'll pick that. And then I do want to change the color too. I don't want it to be black. Let's go with a nice dark blue color. Okay, so there we've got our newsletter. Of course you could bold it if you wanted, you could underline it or put it in italics, whatever it is you want to do for your letter. Now to get into the text of the newsletter, both of these columns are going to expand automatically, okay, as you type or as you put content in them. But I'm going to start here because of this column. I want to make this a little, I don't like it a 50-50 split. So I'm going to make this column a little bit narrower, and I'm going to click on the tab here that allows me to, with cell table properties, okay, and I'm going to make this column a 25%, okay, of the page. So we'll click on that. Now it drops down to 25%, and of course the other column just expands. And now I want to put my picture in this, so I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to click on my wife's and my picture and just insert that into the page. And now on this side here, I can type in anything at all I want to type. You know, if I had some, something that I wanted to copy and paste in, I could do that, whatever. But for the purpose of this training, I'm going to insert a letter from our newsletter library. And I'm just going to pick a Improve Your Credit Score letter and just insert that right into the newsletter. And then, of course, on this side, I can type in any kind of information that I want to use, okay? So I could type in anything I want here and continue to do that, and the page will continue to expand as I type, okay? So you can see, very, very easy to create a newsletter of exactly what you want and the way you want to do it. Now, I would tell you, I encourage you to come back and check in the photo album, because I will have be adding generic pictures that you'll be able to use, and to put into your newsletters. So we'll have pictures for you to use too in the future here. So, but that's real simple how you create a newsletter. You can, do anything you want with the information here. You can create tables inside your newsletter. Do whatever it is you want to make a real sharp-looking newsletter. So I suggest you just go in, play with this, fool around with it, and you'll see that you can make some really sharp-looking newsletters to be sent out to your customers. Okay, thank you for attending the training on newsletters. Oh, of course, I do want to tell you, you have to come back up here and click Save at the end, and that will save your newsletter, and then it will be listed after you save a newsletter. Well, we'll just do this. We'll do test newsletter. Okay, and now you can save this test newsletter here, and you can see that in your My Album, okay, this is your My Album place under My Email Album, and this lists everything you've saved, and I've got my test newsletter saved right here. And if you wanted to email this out, then you could click on the email, and it's going to just pull up that test newsletter here. You can send it to an individual contact, or you can send it to a group, whatever it is you want to do. So, okay, now that completes the training on the newsletter. And, if you have any questions, as always, don't hesitate to give us a call. Our number's right here on the home page. It's also listed at the bottom of the home of every page on the site. So give us a call anytime with questions, or you can email us. Either way, we'll get back to you in a timely manner, or, if you call, very likely you'll get a live person to talk to right away. Thank you very much, and have a great day.